Hey Tubies, it's Tally here. I'm sorry, my hair's a little fluffy right now. I decided to make a video, and this video is going to be different than any other video I've ever done before, because in this video I'm requesting your help. And what I wanted to talk about is, I know I've briefly mentioned this, I believe, in a video I did, obviously, earlier, and it was one of my earlier videos, and I was talking about my stones. I would say, for me, my biggest problem is lack of self-confidence and self-love, and also being pessimistic and thinking negatively. And it's definitely something that I want to work on changing, for several reasons. One, because it's just, basically, it's a crappy life to just live here and think, just, oh God, things are so bad for me. And to always look on the bad side of things. And, you know, to get completely vulnerable here, I've suffered from depression and anxiety, a panic disorder actually, and I am a lot better than where I was, say, a couple years ago. I mean, a couple of years ago, I was on several medications, and things were not looking good for me. But I am obviously here. I am better. I'm essentially off all my medications, except for one anxiety medicine that I very rarely need to take on occasion when I do have a very severe panic attack. But that's neither here or there. What I wanted to ask you guys is, what do you do to help your self-confidence and your self-love and think positively? Because, like I said, I am much better than where I was years ago. Not just in terms of my depression and anxiety, but also with trying to think positively and look at have a positive outlook on life. And I don't know. I'm better. I've said that about like 6 times now. But I do have my moments. I kind of go through these moods where all of a sudden I'm just so blah about everything, and I think part of the problem is I tend to be a very overly sensitive person. So when people say or do things, or don't say and do things, I take them a lot harder than maybe a normal person would. So I'm not necessarily asking for solutions of a magical nature, but I mean, of course, that's always an option. Maybe it's some meditations you do, or something you read that makes you feel better, or whatnot. I'm just curious for any suggestions out there that maybe I could adopt, so that I could start having a higher opinion of myself and not constantly putting myself down, and having this positive outlook on life. Because I have a couple people that I care deeply about, that are in my life, and they are the most positive people ever, and I just kind of sit there with this, like, deer in headlights face, like, marveling at how positive they can be, especially when I know they've had their own hardships in their life. And it's almost like I feel selfish for being so negative about my life, which I'm not saying it wasn't difficult, but then when I see something like the tragedy in Japan, and here I am getting upset over mundane, stupid things, you know, that type of deal. So if you guys have any suggestions for me, I would greatly appreciate it. And, you know, it could be done any way that you feel comfortable: video response, comment, message, whatever. And again, I'm just looking for ways, magical or not, to kind of help my self-worth and to bring about positivity in my life, more so than I've done. Alright, well, I hope you guys are all doing well and having a wonderful day. I know it's amazing weather today. I'm actually going to go take a nature walk before I have to go to work, because I'm so excited because the weather's nice. Alright, have a great day. Blessed be.